YouTube family, Squally, what's up, y'all? I just wanted to jump on here, man. I was just thinking, I was just on my way home, I was thinking, and I figured it'd be a good idea to just pull my phone out and talk about some of the stuff that, and just address some of these thoughts. I mean, it's super basic, and I don't know, maybe a little bit cheesy and stuff, but I just got done working out. Me and my buddy G-Tech, we were hitting the bag, and we got a little, we're doing some mid work, and we hit the sauna. I feel really good. I had a great workout, and it just got me thinking, like, people often find it so hard to get into the gym and say, like, man, like, how do you have the motivation to get in there all the time? Or like people have like short-term motivation, get in there like for a couple days, maybe a week or two, and then like slowly fade out. So how do we keep our motivation? How do we keep our desire to do whatever it is that we do at the gym? I think it's important to understand that you have to ask yourself, what is it that you truly want to do with your time? Personally, I find it very hard to sit at the house in front of the TV. I used to do it all the time. It's not that, and I don't say that to trying to sound like I'm better, or I'm like, it's not about not being a certain way or being a certain way. It's just that I personally don't want to spend my time on that couch. I personally found like it brings me fatigue. It brings me stress. I start to feel like a big ass bottle of soda that got shook up, and I'm about to pop, and I need to like go outside and release some of that pressure and that tension and that energy. I need to spend that. For me, going to the gym is enjoyable because I like running around. I like moving. I like fucking jumping around on shit. I like fucking, letting this aggressive side of myself be, thrive and to tap into it. And I feel like for me, that's important. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't always motivated to go to the gym. There was a point in my life where I was like, this might not sound like a lot, but for somebody that's 140 pounds right now and is in quite good shape, I was 180 pounds. I was 180 pounds at one point. I wasn't working out at all. I would sit on the fucking couch, and I would sit there, and I would first off, I would sleep all fucking day. I would wake up at like 3-4 o'clock in the fucking in the evening. I would stay up all fucking night, go to sleep at like 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, to wake up at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon to go take my ass to work and do the same thing. I would spend my days, like nights, on the fucking TV because there was nothing else to fucking do. I didn't know what else to do with my time. And I had no energy for it. I was super unmotivated, Obviously, you have to want the change. You know what I'm saying? But if you find yourself ready going to the gym and doing these things, you just find it hard to stay there. Another thing, like this conversation is for you. I feel like, it's also important to understand that, like, nothing in life is linear. There's no straight shot towards something. It's about giving it a good push, and if you fall, making sure you bother yourself enough to finally get up eventually. All right, it might take a month, it might take 2 months, it might take 3 months, it might take 6 months, it might take a year. Maybe you didn't fucking go to the gym, you fucking fell off for a whole year. But as long as you have that thing in your head saying, like, man, I need to do that, you have to understand that is you going through your process. That is you developing the mental capacity and mental energy to finally be able to to get the energy to actually pick your body up. All right, that's a thing. It takes mental energy to be able to process these thoughts, to finally make the decision that you're gonna actually go. So first off, understand your process and understand that nothing is linear and that everything takes time. 2, don't set short-term goals for yourself. Do not set short-term goals for yourself when it comes to the gym. Do not say, like, I want to lose a six-pack in 6 months. I want to get a six-pack in 6 months. Or, I want to lose 100 pounds or a drastic amount of weight in a short amount of time. You're going to discourage yourself. What this is about it's not about losing weight. It's not about, or maybe it is about losing weight. It's about being healthy, right? But what it's not about is stressing yourself. What it is about is developing a lifestyle that is completely enjoyable, doing things that you actually enjoy doing, okay? Developing a skill that maybe you don't have right now that you want to have, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's to have better coordination, whether it's to maybe start boxing, to maybe start powerlifting, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? It takes time. Where was I going with this? So you know, understanding not to set short-term goals for yourself, understanding that this is about developing a lifestyle. It's not, you know, like, for example, I've been going to the gym on and off for about 5 years now. You know, mostly on, but there are times, you know, where I've had my moments and I've slipped up and I've managed to bring myself back, you know what I'm saying? But over the course of 5 years, I managed to develop like a routine that makes me feel really good. I forgot what I was going to take this again. So developing a lifestyle is more important than a short-term goal. When I first started working out, I would tell myself, like, okay, how do I get a six-pack? I want a six-pack. Like, this is like my goal. I'm gonna get a six-pack. And what I ended up doing was like restricting my diet a bunch, you know, overworking myself, you know, trying to work through injuries and not giving myself the time, and you know, so basically I was developing bad habits. But over the course of 5 years, what ends up happening is you start to develop a lifestyle. It doesn't become it moves away from becoming a short-term goal to becoming something you do in your life. It's not about getting a six-pack in 6 months. It's about, I want to go to the gym because it makes me feel good, and I'm gonna go do that today. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with a short-term goal. What does end up happening is a lot of times you'll reach those goals just by putting yourself in the room, and you'll reach those goals and pass them without even realizing it, because it's not about those things anymore. Now, 5 years later, I have more of a six-pack than I ever had, and that's never, like, for the last, you know, couple years, that hasn't even been a goal of mine. It's just something that ends up happening because the course of action you decide to take. It's about what happens when you develop the lifestyle over time. So, yeah, guys, slowly but surely, keep doing your thing. Love y'all. Fro Troop, Squally Waller, keep going, baby. Yes, sir. Love y'all.